20 men were lost to sea and all of them drunk except for me. 'Twas I had to brave the storm with nothing inside to keep me warm. Yo ho ho ho, where the raging seas we go. Yo ho ho ho, wherever the four winds blow.
We're going down to Poland by way of the Estonian islands, and then from Poland to Germany, and then down through the Kiel Canal to Holland, and then through the Dutch canals.
Just to sit out there in the cold.
Well, we can't get down.
Well, you'll have to make room.
And
You come down here and make room.
then down along the coast over to Dover.
I am trying to fix the compressor.
It's a little Victoria 800, 7.9 metres. Very little, but she's just big enough. How are you getting on?
I'm trying to do another miracle. I've got soldering to do. I've revamped all that stuff.
I put all the stuff away now.
'Twas a sloop for war us out that day. She had 2 masts to make her way. Single deck 18 guns with top of the waiting rum. Yo ho ho ho, over the raging seas we go. Yo ho ho ho, wherever the four winds blow. To the women of the single jib and cursed the crew for a bunch of screws. And I lashed myself to the mizzen mast, but the mizzen mast was missing. And until I ran over to scull my ass and the bilges plugging the hull, it was then I thought my round was done when the captain shouted more rum.
What's the date today, huh?
16th.
Now, this is the 16th at about 10, 11 o'clock. Not quite sure.
11:30.
Oh, it's 11:30. I've been corrected. We're hoping to do about a 20-mile jaunt.
Place called Lohu Salu.
Where was it?
Lohu Salu.
Lohu Salu. And over in the distance there, you can see Tallinn. I got to do a few jobs now. Get the fenders in. And I suppose I'll have to make the tea.
And until I ran over to scull my ass and the bilges plugging the hull, it was then I thought my round was done when the captain shouted more rum.
Oh, I'll just go and show the harbour master too, and the cafe. Oh, it's into the sun, that.
This is the first cafe that we've come into. He got very, very nice cheesecake, and I think I'll have a piece to take down onto the boat.
Very hard to get it level. And there's Gerwin clutching his cake. And they've hoisted the British flag in our honour.
20 men still lost to sea and all of them drunk except for me. 'Twas I had to brave the storm with nothing inside to keep me warm. Yo ho ho ho, over the raging seas we go. Yo ho ho ho, wherever the four winds blow. I took to the women of the single jib and cursed the crew for a bunch of squids. And I lashed myself to the mizzen mast, but the mizzen mast was missing.
It's still a bit cold here, as you can see. Gerwin's all wrapped up. Even though it's a sunny day outside, it's a cold, cold, cold wind. This is the port of Durhami that we've come in for the night, hopefully, though we might be stuck here for a few days. We're just about to go and have a really nice meal in quite a well-known fish restaurant.
I'd like him to have a photograph of me. Lovely.
And I'm just going to... It's rather pretty.
It's very pretty.
Picture of the harbour from here.
He's very pretty. Very good.
Can you get into Gerwin?
Yeah. Oh.
Everybody join in.
Come here.
There we are. Isn't that nice? We've just had a lovely meal. And in a lovely restaurant. And I wish you a good summer. Yes.
Same to you.
Yes. Gerwin's having a grump here.
Yeah.
Because I threw something away that he told me I could throw away.
Yeah, well...
And he's very upset. And we're sitting in a lovely shooting cafe with real, half of it's log cabin.
I could have made a good job.
Yes, he could. He's having a real grump.
Yeah.
We're in Haapsalu, and we're waiting for the bus to go shopping. We've been here 2 days now. This is our second day, and we hope to go off to Kyrvasta tomorrow. And buses are free for us, which is lovely. We're just going into this pub for a lovely Estonian meal, And this street is typical Haapsalu with the wooden houses and the trees.
It's not in focus. The sound is on, but the green light haven't come on at all.
It might be in focus, we never know. It's a red thing, like
Yeah.
It will stop it.
How do you stop it?
Press it hard.
Good. And your name? Your name? Good. Here we are. Our shopping is finished for the day. We're ready to go tomorrow. She's looking quite nice and everything is done. That's all we're going to do is put water in her.
Go on in.
I think we're in business now with this new lure that I've got. We're hoping that this will go deeper in the water now, and this time I'm going to take the supports out of there, so might be lucky.
Are you demonstrating?
No, not yet. First of all, when you look at there, these fish, they come with a string attached, so you catch them live like that. So they're specially to be hung up, to be dried. Of course, loads of rubbish, of course. And apparently, you pull bits off it.
And then you go on, you eat it. Then you eat it.
And it's quite salty.
Yes.
Well, it's like a rubbery thing, but they're very, very tasty.
Mm. We're just sailing along now quite nicely, down through the Moon Channel as it's called. We're just coming into Kuvastu and Gerwin is all ready with his ropes to jump off. This is Olev, the Marina Capitan, and he's very kindly put us up a British flag.
Tell them about it.
You tell them about it.
Well, there you are.
We're just, sorry, go on.
You
We're just sitting having coffee, ready to go on to our next place, Kunguvu or something like that.
I'll just show you the deck. Give the boat a good wash. There's the boss. She's made the tea. I can see the light. Anyway, off we go. In 4 or 5 hours time, we should be at our destination.
We're just passing Kurasari Lighthouse. I still don't see if you can see the green bits in the water. It can be so thick, it's like sailing through soup. Oh, tell them we had a load of storks fly over, but I was too slow.
Jane just informs me that a few storks flew over, and I can only think I'm very glad that they didn't land. But they were on a loser there. Now then, we're walking up the port side. I've got to be careful, I've got to hold fast. I've been told under no certain terms, keep one hand as security.
20 men were lost to sea and all of them drunk except for me. 'Twas I had to brave the storm with nothing inside to keep me warm. Yo ho ho ho, where the raging seas we go. Yo ho ho ho, wherever the four winds blow.
And this is I'm not quite sure what it is. We finally made our way into the town centre after struggling around the roadworks and Gerwin getting more and more bad-tempered. The place is a shambles because they're doing the roads up, but it's really very nice. Estonia is a very undiscovered place.
So, my name is Marie Marleen and I'm from Estonia and I'm the waitress and they're enjoying the lovely meal.
This is the young lady. and serve the food. So what do you do for a living?
I go to school. I'm
You're
16.
You're 16. Okay. 16 and look how tall you are. Paid the portrait
Yes.
of anyone.
Yes.
Have you been doing that for long?
20 minutes.
About 20 minutes. I don't want anything, she says. The next thing, she's buying a hat. This is the bus station. This is the shop. It's a nice, well-kept shop.
These are the windmills of Angler. We've come over on the bus to see, because it's a miserable, horrible, awful day, and it's been something to do. Gowan's in a bit of a mood, because he's wet and he's cold, he's miserable.
So Jane decided to catch the bus and come out to a place called Hanko. So Jane's going to have a look at the windmills, and I'm in the cafe. Now, madam, what is your name?
My name is Helerin.
Let's have a look at you right in the middle, Galway. And how long have you been here?
I've been working here. I think it's my fourth summer.
Fourth summer. Good.
So, yeah, it's.
So what do you do in the winter?
What?
What do you do in the winter?
I am at school actually.
Right, now we're ready to go. The wind have died, so we hope to go. We got a gentleman here that's got a boat. What do you do in the summertime?
In summertime, I manage with a port and with children's sailing school. In this winter, I started study.
Study?
Yes. I am studying all my life. I have 3 daughters.
Oh, 3 girls.
The oldest is 27.
Oh my
already.
goodness.
27?
Donna.
Yes.
Shouldn't do this, really. But opening the door.
We don't know if it's going to be all right at the other end at Ventspils, because unfortunately we're into the wind the whole way. But we're waiting for a force 2 to 3 before we can go, and there's been a lot of wind lately. But we're terrified of having to sit here for a week because there's no shop, no food, no cafe, no bus. And we're going to get a bit thinner if we have to stay much longer. I bought a lot of sanitary towels for Gerwin to use, but I don't think he did he? Pampers we've been trying to use too.
No, but
Just
what-
absorb the diesel.
well, there's a 15 litre can, and the last thing I said, oh, I'll go fill them up. I said, don't put more, just under 15
I'm not hearing any
litres.
more of this.
Aye, now then.
We're not
But
hearing any more of my
Unfortunately,
my
unfortunately, there was
Things
about
not doing
16
very well.
litres in it.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes.
what pissed me off just now, there was a German back here, and he said, how are you? He said, are you EU refugees? What a bloody cheek. That's a sinister looking creature. I don't know much about it, only that's the warhead tips, I would have thought. Sinister looking article. Yeah. Photograph there to the museum.
This is the Russian room, as you can see,
Yes.
and Gerwin's getting away all the pictures. 4 snails, and what was your name again?
Look down here.
And there's all more snails here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow. Here we are, we're coming up to the lighthouse on the tip of Soiree.
There we are. Right. Now, what is your name, please?
Annela Heinma. I'm tour guide.
Yes.
You can look here.
Yes. And where are you from?
You're from here.
Yes, you're from Tallinn, are you?
No.
Oh,
Here,
you're from here?
Surve.
Oh my gosh.
Lämmäre. in the village.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
Well, we had a reasonable. Sat through a gale overnight, but the forecast was not good. But we thought we'd be all right.
It was beautifully clear.
Yeah, we could see it all the way down.
All the way down.
Visibility
It was
was
watching
good.
the visibility was marvellous.
And the fog came down. I could see it coming. We could not see a thing. And all of a sudden this huge oil tanker went by, which just came out of the fog. But we made it, and we had a very nice welcome in the fishing harbour here. And now we're just going to buy some bread, which we need if we're going to eat any more.
Oh, that's red.
It's green for the focus and then red for the shooting.
Right. This is our first day after that voyage of discovery. We've done a little bit of shopping. We're looking at all this terrible asbestos, and it's everywhere here. And in Britain, it's so lethal that we can't even look at it. Now
I
then,
know all about asbestos leaf.
the salad have arrived. We're on the way to see the falls. Right. Now they reckon it's the widest falls in Europe.
Here we are, we're going along in the bus to, I forgot the name of the place again. Cooldigger.
Make my photo.
What is your name, dear?
Evita.
Evia.
Evita.
Evia. Jane? Ask. That's an Evia. Evia.
The city itself is very beautiful. Beautiful old houses.
Yeah, when you get off, we'll be with you. You will show us where to go.
Okay.
We just come into Cooldigger now. These are the famous falls. They're really very impressive. The building on the left is the oldest wooden building in the area in Cooldigger. Start, Ger.
Well, this is the harbour master. Your name?
Hello, everyone. My name is Linards and I work in Ventspils Marina.
We've been here since Friday,
Yes.
and we've seen a different harbour master sometimes twice a day, it seems like. Estonia seemed better off than Finland to us.
It's like we have a joke because the Estonians is together with Finland. Lithuanian is together to Poland, and we are alone.
Jane says we're on our way home, but I don't know.
Oh, we're on our way. We're getting too old for this. Your toilets are very nice.
Yeah. Here we are, Jane.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Lovely.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Your toilets are very nice.
We had a 37-mile voyage today, and here we are tucked up. And the harbour master just arrived to collect his money. Some lovely big boats in here. Very beautiful, very, very, very quiet. The green light flashed on then, and it went off. Yeah, okay. First impression, everybody's disappeared. Just having this snack, looking at the guide.
This is Carlos, the harbour master in Liepāja, and he's going to talk to us about the Russian times and how it was. Yes.
I was a kid, but it's.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I remember it.
Yes.
But it's like a childhood memory.
Yes.
It's a different
Yes.
thing that is historical memories.
A lot of Latvians have left, of course, over the years, haven't they? They've migrated.
That's the one big issue that now the politicians are working on it to get
People to come back.
People come back. Yes, but I don't think it's really possible.
Wait, please. I have operation.
Oh, I didn't notice. A green flashed up and then flashed right then, is
That's
it?
right, yeah, it means it's in focus.
We're keen to get on now, but the wind has been against us all the time. A very unusual thing. We had a wedding day before yesterday. So the next protocol is 60 odd miles away. So we're hoping to leave at first light tomorrow morning.
Can you not save me? Cause my mother didn't raise me to be like this.
It's a harbour master, and he's very kindly hoisted the British flag for us. I don't think they get many Welsh boats here somehow. We've just done the washing, and Gerwin is now hoisting the Lithuanian flag. There we go. Don't quite know what this thing is meant to be. And this is the old castle. There's a museum inside. I don't know if we'll get to see it or not. Gerwin doesn't like museums very much. We're just sitting here having a beer in Klaipeda. And we've just been into the centre of town. And it's a really pretty place.
Every time I press this, it comes
Press it
red.
lightly, just press it.
And as you see, Jane, acting the fool, as usual.
You can start?
No, you.
We're sitting here in Klaipeda, waiting as usual for the weather.
We had some visitors. Carry on, Jane.
Oh yes, we had two lovely ladies who Gerwin picked up in a cafe and invited back. We had the most wonderful evening of singing and talking, and they came at 6 and left at 11.
I think they were one of the best
Evenings, the best
we've
parties
had,
we've
ever
yes.
had here.
Yes.
And it was so simple.
Yes.
They brought us greenery. Look how we're looking at that greenery stuff.
We gave them a lot of whiskey.
Yeah.
Sailing, I am sailing. Yeah, it's too high. Okay, žemiau paim. Kur tu su savo telefonu paim? This song is about
freedom.
Freedom. And we young people made faces that we understand nothing, but in heart we were believing that we will be free someday, and we were singing like a hymn.
We are sailing.
Gervi is Lithuanian word for bird, crane. Yeah. And we know all the song about crane. No, давай, подожди.
Oh, come on then, let's hear it.
Very nice. We took so much years, 20 years to change, because at first we were all grey.
Yes.
Now we are changing.
Yeah.
I see our Lithuanians became quiet, more cultural. We are back.
Yes.
We are back.
That is the national anthem of Wales.
Is it? Is Callan Wyn?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Very nearly.
We've got a Russian warship. We're just going through the zone now, and she's sort of going backwards and forwards in front of us. God knows what will happen next. We're just coming into hell now, and we're only about an hour away from getting in. There's a big storm coming into hell for the next 4 hours, so we're battening down the hatches. We're just coming up to Gdansk, up slowly past all the old shipyards where Solidarity was started. Isn't that beautiful? It's a Swiss military watch, and he's a new man now, and he's put it in the shop. And he's had a stale bun, which wasn't very nice, and he's been a grumpy old man today, and I don't know if he's going to cheer up.
I'm Jane, as usual. She's wearing my Tallinn hat. Jane and I, we had a few words yesterday, but we seem to be all right. Priorities was the topic. Priorities. There we are.
I think we finally found the long street. We bought some amber, we bought something for my granddaughter, and something for somebody else. It's the main clock in the centre of the famous city of Gdansk, and we're so glad we found all this. We nearly missed it completely, but because the weather was so poor, we've come to see it.
Beaches, endless beaches. Doing about 5.5 knots, and the shore is about a mile away.
This is Labour. We came in here on Tuesday, expecting to be away by today, which is Friday, but there was a big blow yesterday, and big waves, and just a little bit too much wind for us. And I'm afraid we're stuck here for a very long time now, because it's just going to be nasty for probably 10 days. Gowan's going to wave and see if they wave back. Oh, I see her. We're all ready to go out for the day on the bikes. We haven't got a map, so we don't quite know where we're going, but we got our lunch.
Whereabout? I don't know whether we're halfway.
Oh, I think we're nearly there.
We're nearly there.
I think we're nearly
well,
there.
it's the sand dunes. That's what we're
They're
looking for.
starting,
Right?
big dunes are starting.
Some people coming on bikes. All the same type bike. They're about 80 years out of date, I'd say. There's the toilets. And there's Jane. She's looking absolutely stunning. with a My Tallinn hat on her head.
Buy another hat.
No.
Here we are, we're rolling.
Did it show green?
Yes.
Well, I can't get it to show green.
We're on Anna Bauer's boat. What's the name of the boat?
The boat, Trante.
Tranta.
That's another name for the dodo.
She's sailed all by herself from,
Greifswald.
and she's off to possibly hell tomorrow morning. And we've had some delicious cake, and Gowan's going to ask some questions.
Oh, I know that.
Go on.
Well, how long have you had the boat?
Since April.
Since April. Okay. But it's very brave of you, right, going on your own, and because there's a lot of things that got to be considered. Apart from the weather, it's all the food and there's all the washing and all the bits. And I'm very lucky because Jane does all that for me. So we should have made contact before we did.
Gowan kept making eyes at you, but he said she ignores me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I can't blame you, really. We finally managed to leave Weber. It was like getting out of prison. And this is an old Hanseatic port again. And it's just lovely. Here's the castle and the river. It's the most beautiful morning. We're tied up alongside the town quay. We don't have any electricity, which is quite nice. But yesterday we came underneath these two bridges and we just made it by inches. But if we hadn't have done it, we'd have had to turn around and go all the way back to the open sea again.
I'm hoping I could have a chat to the lady here. Ah, there she is. Bang in front of the thing.
Hello,
What is your name, dear?
Patricia.
Patricia. Oh, first name. And you told me yesterday that you were in London.
Sorry?
You was in London. You said you lived in London for a few years. Yes.
Many years.
Many years. Okay. Why did you come back?
Because I met my husband.
Oh, you met your husband there. Right.
Do you write a story?
Right.
A book?
Can you go away a second?
No,
Please.
I cannot.
It is coming out to a big tower marking the channel of for the canals up to Berlin. We've got to go between the two. We just raised the anchor and we're about to go on after a place called Koslin, about 25 miles away. And there's that amazing bridge that was bombed during the war. I think that's a V2. The V1. It was catapulted off. Up there.
We're going on the Russian submarine U-461. It's a hell of a mess in here. Hell of a mess.
That's the way they did it in Das Boot.
They haven't said a word, but looking at the veg there, it's quite old. And of course, the only thing I can see from that is he's left-handed. God forbid. What a mess.
Go on.
Good morning all. We left at 5 o'clock this morning and we're on our way again. It's another 30 odd miles by the time we get to the marina. Second day in this place, doing a bit of shopping. Believe it or not, we're outside Woolworths. This lady come and sat and she's having a smoke. And there she is. I can't speak German and I don't think she can speak English.
Das Licht ist
But
nicht so gut, ne?
what is your name? Name?
Mein Name.
Mein Name.
Antje.
Antje Amers. Antje,
Antje,
Antje, Antje Amers. Ja, sehr Antje.
Ja.
Thank you.
Und Ihr Name?
Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Ja.
You will see her there. So lovely.
Wie heißen Sie?
Okay. I'm sat in the square and I'm waiting for Jane to come back. What is your name?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Charlotte. And you? Rita. Right. Okay. Okay. And the next best thing, the canoeists, believe it or not, they've come from I don't know where, but it seems very hazardous to me. It's even worse than what we're doing. Right. Now we're on this ferry and we don't really know where we're going. But everything we've had up to now has been free. Everybody's very excited here, but we don't know why. Can anybody speak English? No. No? No English? No. Ah. What's your name, please?
I'm Martin.
Martin. Right. How long have you been on this boat?
For 3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a summer thing, is it?
It's a summer thing.
It's
yeah.
a summer.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a season job.
Okay. What do you do in the winter time?
In my free time or here?
In the free time.
Yeah. I'm living in Rostock and I have my own sports team.
Oh, yes.
Football.
Oh, yeah,
You like
football.
football too?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
for football. Our team will be Swansea.
Swansea, yeah,
Swansea.
Not Cardiff.
Not Cardiff. Only. Great.
This is our last night before our last day's sailing in the Baltic before we reach the Kiel Canal. And this is where we came yesterday. And there's a huge bridge. It's 22 metres high. So there shouldn't be any problem going underneath it. And there's the harbour entrance. And this is where we came in and we're lucky to find a space. Just going under the Fehmarn Bridge now. There's plenty of room, so the mast shouldn't hit the top. Always looks as though you're going to hit.
Right. We're getting ready now to go into the Kiel Canal.
We're now just in the big blocks at Hultenay, and there's a very nice British oyster just the other side who are talking to us. It's the first British boat we've seen in a very long time. In fact, it's the only third one that we've seen since we left Tallinn.
Well, we're in the Kiel Canal, much to our amazement. To the left, that's sailing boat. She's going to Portsmouth, believe it or not. We're at the end of the canal. There's Libby. She's all ready. Your name?
Hans,
Hans. And
Heidi.
Heidi. Right.
you have to go out here, you
Yes,
know, here's
yeah.
the harbor, and then here is a big current
Yeah.
here,
Oh, is there?
and you have to
Yeah.
pass this. Don't go here because it's very dangerous. You can see it on the veerboot,
The ferries.
the ferries, right? They go like here to Noordijk. So
Right.
you can follow them.
I have a better idea. If you want to leave and you hesitate, call us. He'll tell you what's the
Okay.
right time.
Yes.
We have done it so many
Yeah.
times.
And then where do you
I
stop?
can SMS you it.
Yeah, we can SMS you.
We did a lot of times. But then you go to here. You can pass this. This is no
Yes.
problem.
Do that one on high tide at high water.
Yeah, 1 or 2 hours. I believe I don't know exactly anymore.
We're on another long stop in Cuxhaven. And we've been here, oh dear, it's coming up for 2 weeks. It's very dreary. It's big tides and the winds are westerly all the time. And big waves.
No, we're just hoping for a little bit of luck now with the weather so we can be away and continue the journey and into the canals. That's what we're aiming for now. And once we're in the canals, we can pick up a lot of time we've lost.
And let's celebrate it. You've been discussing it already on the programme. The Welsh rugby team is #1 in the world. No,
Well, the trouble is with forecasts that they look good for ages, and then just about to go, they all change, and it's wind and waves and things everywhere. God knows what my hair looks like. My one eyeglasses. But so far, it's Friday, it's holding. Things are getting a bit calmer.
Onward and
We're
upward.
getting a bit stir-crazy here.
We've been lucky enough to find a transatlantic sailor here. What is your name, madam?
My name is Astrid.
Astrid, yes. And you live in Germany?
In Germany, in the area of the Frankfurt area.
Okay, okay. And you have a boat down here?
Yes.
And where are you making for?
A circumnavigation, normally you call it.
Yes.
And my first step will be from here to Falmouth, Plymouth, something like this.
Okay.
South area of England.
What gave you the idea?
That is a dream since 1988 when I started sailing.
Just about to turn. We've got the tide against us now, and we hope to get the bar before the tide is too low for us to get across.
We're very, very tired. 26 and a half hours it took us. So we was up all night.
Pretty shattered, but you feel much better now.
We've done 1,000 miles
Okay.
this year.
Okay.
So, and with the weather, we've had 2 stops of 2 weeks.
Okay. But now you're going home.
We're just sitting on the boat having breakfast with Chantal and Blondine. There we are. Who are French. Chantal.
Hello.
And Blondine is a sailor. Has a
No, Chantal
no.
is a sailor.
Chantal
I'm the sailor and I am the French teacher. And we met
That's
because he was singing. Girl was singing at the table of the restaurant.
And we knew you were sailors immediately.
We're getting a bit close to him. Yeah, but you can't drive up his arse. Sorry about that. Gotta get through first.
Morning. And there's Gerwin cleaning up little Libby. This is a very special little boat.
It's 7:15 now, and we'll just show you the gentleman first. Your name?
William.
William, right. And he's very, very proud of that boat there that you can see in the picture. If you see a cat, and I believe his name is Leica, he's on watch. Keeping an eye on things here. Oh, and I'm very lucky, I'm very, very lucky to find the lady of the family.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how do you?
There we are. Got to go back and have my dinner now, the beans are cooking. Oh, wonderful.
I get some sugar.
Wonderful, wonderful.
What do you think of the Brexit?
I think it's awful.
I think it's lovely.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I didn't.
Appalling.
What do you mean?
Unbelievably awful, and it's getting worse. They need a second referendum.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do. There's been 3 million people from Europe come in, and they tended to be on the East Coast, and I think people just felt overwhelmed.
And they have twice as much pension as somebody that's paid in for 40 years. Now, doesn't you think that
This is the lies
don't you
that
think?
we were told about. This is the nonsense
No.
that Boris Johnson and his
No.
friends put about.
No.
Yes, it is. What it was, there's people our age that wanted things to be how they used to be. They wanted to go back before when we made things and we were manufacturing, and they want to go back to the old days, but you can't. This is a very nice little marina that we've been staying in for the last 2 nights. We stayed an extra day because there was supposed to be a big thunderstorm coming, and it never did.
We met some Dutch people now, and we've invited them back to the boat, and we're having, as you see, a whiskey. Right? Cheers. Cheers.
We're just going through Haarlem now. This is the harbour master's office, and we're just waiting to go into the bridge.
Every time I put this camera down, there's something else unusual to see, and that's permanent residence. Look, there's a pink one. He got his own boat. And we was under the impression that they might open at about 4:30, but you just see a train going across there now. I don't think it's going to open. How it's going to open, God only knows. And there's the boss. In no uncertain terms have I got to disturb her. She wants peace to read the book. Now, in no circumstances am I going to clean round her. I've been told. Look towards me, and this is a new style haircut.
Got my glasses.
One eye.
And then got trodden on, and I dropped the reading glasses over the side. And I've been like this for months. And I'm reading Don Quixote to console myself. Because the man said he was going to open the bridge for us, but we had the wrong bridge. And you never know, it might just open at 6:30.
I doubt it, but there we are. So there, my arm's aching now. Oh, aching. Holding this camera.
First we went by boat and train to Land's End.
Yes.
And then we took our bike.
And you cycled all the way back?
And pedaled all the way back.
Wonderful. Along the coast?
Along the coast, yeah.
Yes.
A little bit...
Oh God, yes, you're not used to it. You took Any chance have a washing machine here?
No, we don't have a washing machine here.
This is the centre of Gouda, which is a lovely place. I think this is the Cheese Museum, a very Dutch sort of place, a tiny little building trying to look big. Full of hamburger and chips, waiting to buy some cheese. I'm getting fat and he's getting thinner.
I'm renovating this house.
Yes, which is
from 1371. In the war, they distribute food.
Yes.
For the people, for the Jewish people who were hiding everywhere. And in Gouda, you see those copper. It's just copper tiles with the name of the Jewish people who were taking out the houses.
Well, what Jane wants to do is to get down into the canal, and that's the last step for Vlissingen. Hopefully we can make it tonight, but you know, it's 4:45 now. We've been at it since 7:30 this morning.
We're now on our last bit of the Dutch canals, just going down to Vlissingen. We're about 4 miles away, and we're waiting for this bridge.
I've got a nice new neck scarf.
Oh. Ooh. We're now in Vlissingen, the end of the standing mast route. Just 2 weeks it's taken us.
160 miles, 150 miles, is it 200?
No, it's well over 200 miles. And we're waiting for good weather now and hoping tomorrow to Dunkirk. We're just coming along the Belgium coast now on the way to Zeebrugge. Beautiful day and a good forecast. And Gerwin's his usual curmudgeon self, but he's trying to be happy. He's had instructions. We've just had an alter course for a beam trawler. Terrible things, really. They stir up the riverbed and cause such damage.
We have left France and are 3/4 away across the channel. We left Dunkirk this morning at 7:30. I go out on deck, she's fiddling with the GPS. But it's a lovely day.
There's the White Cliffs of Dover over there, and there's a ferry. We're just below the ferry line, so we don't get in their way. We're just passing Hastings now. The famous battle was. We're on our way to Eastbourne.
We're in Eastbourne. Right, we're ready to go in the morning. Hopefully the weather will hold and we'll get to Portsmouth in one go. Here we are, we started out at 6 o'clock from Eastbourne. The waves are about a metre. Oh, I think that's the biggest one we've had. That's about 2 metres. You don't get any worse than that. It wasn't so bad.
20 men were lost to sea and all of them drunk except for me. 'Twas I had to brave the storm with nothing inside to keep me warm. Yo ho ho ho, where the raging seas we go. Yo ho ho ho, wherever the four winds blow. 'Twas a sloop wore us out that day, she had 2 masts to make her way. Single deck 18 guns, we stopped for the waiting rum. Yo ho ho ho, where the raging seas we go. Yo ho ho ho, wherever the four winds blow.
We're just coming into Portsmouth now. Boat going across in front of us. I don't know where he's going. He's going very fast. I think I better slow up. Anyway, I'll do some more as we go through the entrance.
I said to the women a single jib and cursed the crew for a bunch of scribs, and I lashed myself to the mizzen mast, but the mizzen mast was missing. And until I ran over to scull my ass and the bill just plugging the hull, it was then I thought my round was done when the captain shouted more rum.
Here we are, Journey's End, the Royal Clarence Marina, alongside a little boat called Snowdrop.
Lucky it did for we'd all drown. The crew were stick to the captain's door singing go to the sea no more. Yo ho ho ho, over the raging seas we go. Yo ho ho ho, wherever the four winds blow. 20 men still lost to sea, and all undrunk except for me. 'Twas I had to brave the storm with nothing inside to keep me warm. Yo ho ho ho, over the raging seas we go. Yo ho ho ho, wherever the foes blow. I stuck to the women and sing the jib and cursed the crew for a bunch of spits. And I lashed myself to the mizzen mast, but the mizzen mast was missing. And on the tiller and number to skull, my ass in the bilge is bugging on. It was then I thought my round was done when the captain shouted.